I declare the congregation open. Members of the university, guests, and especially all of you graduating here today, it's an enormous pleasure to be able to welcome you on what is a very special day here at Lancaster University. We're here to celebrate the achievement of our students from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Lancaster University Management School, and the University of Cumbria. It's wonderful to see you all here. I'm particularly delighted to see so many family and friends of our students here today. I know you will be feeling justifiably proud of what your friend or your relative has achieved. So degree ceremonies, they're formal occasions, hence the brass fanfare, but they're also events to be enjoyed. So I would encourage the people at the back, when your friend or your relative comes to the stage, you can choose your mode. You can clap, you can sing, you can whoop, you can cry, but at least applaud them enthusiastically, because it's a day of celebration. It really is a day of joy. I dare say for some of you that day may well extend into the night. I can say that from experience, because I graduated here in 1979, when the world was a pretty different place and Lancaster was a very different university. And for a start, it was about half the size. So you're in a much bigger university. Frankly, you're in a much better one. And the truth is, if I applied today, I'd honestly struggle to get in. Yeah. Lancaster is in the top 15 out of over 130 universities in our country. And just as significant for you as graduating students is the fact that Lancaster is ranked joint third in the country for research intensity by the Complete University Guide. Only Oxford and Cambridge are ahead of us, but we've got them in our sights. This is a university that genuinely doesn't rest on its laurels. Our ambition is to be in the top 100 universities worldwide. That's what we want to achieve. For me, the wonderful thing about this university, despite all the successes, is there is one thing that remains remarkably constant. We remain true to our founding principles, that this should be a university that is open to all with talent and potential. At Lancaster, excellence hasn't been bought at the expense of equity. We provide opportunities for students, regardless of their backgrounds in life, to realise their aspirations. And at a time when there's often such overwhelming pessimism about the prospect of greater social mobility in our country, ours truly is a story of optimism. Our philosophy is a very simple one. What counts is not where you came from in the past, but whether you are prepared to put in the effort to create a better future for yourselves and for others. So today we celebrate the fact that you have seized that opportunity. Postgraduate graduation ceremonies like today's are an opportunity to recognise the significant commitment that you have made to your chosen field of study. And as I stand here today, I can't help but be awed by the collective brain power that I see before me. But what is even more impressive, I think, is the individual effort and endeavour that underpins your success. Some of you have studied intensively for years, I know, to achieve your degree. Others have had to combine their studies with their job, or with caring, or with family responsibilities. So, of course, what you have learned here, you will carry throughout your lives. If you've studied computing, you may well go on to have a career in IT. If you've studied management, you may well go into business. If you've studied politics, then frankly, heaven help you. But I think what you will find is that what you've acquired here is more than knowledge about a particular subject. For myself, as a graduate from this university, Lancaster will always be the place that gave me the strongest possible foundation for my life and my career. It helped me on my way, from growing up as a kid on a North East Council estate to having the privilege of serving in the UK's cabinet. My time here genuinely was a gift. It gave me skills way beyond my studies. How to learn, how to analyse, how to argue, how to question. It taught me too the relationship between effort and reward. If it's easy, it isn't really worth doing. It's the hard things in life that make you. And as you all now know, there are no easy postgraduate degrees here at Lancaster. Everyone has to be earned by commitment, by dedication, and of course by sheer hard work. So today, we celebrate not just your intelligence, which is obvious, we also celebrate something as important, which is your resilience, your ability to rise to a challenge and to beat it. And that, my friends, is just as well, because the world in which we live is certainly not short of challenges. This is a period of profound global uncertainty, volatility. It's been christened the era of permacrisis, a polycrisis, and it sometimes does feel that the world simply lurches from one crisis to the next. I actually think it's more than that. Someone asked me a great question the other day. He said to me, "Alan, do you know what today is?" I thought I'd missed an important date in the calendar or an anniversary. He said to me, "Today is the slowest day of the rest of your life." Today is the slowest day of the rest of your life. What did he mean? He didn't just mean that we're witnessing in this era a scale of change that is quite unprecedented in the economy, in society, in our politics, what's happening to our environment. He was also talking about the pace of change, which is quite unprecedented. Navigating that new world successfully to create a better and, I hope, a fairer future requires one commodity above all else. It requires great leadership. Now, there'll be different views in this room about whether the world is blessed with that today. But the one thing I hope we can all agree on is that the people that we celebrate today are our biggest source of hope for the future. Because from you will emerge the next generation of leaders. What we seek to do here at Lancaster is to equip our postgraduate students with the right leadership attributes to make a difference in the world, to be agile in their thinking, to be purposeful in their focus, and perhaps above all else, to be outward-looking in their demeanour. That is why Lancaster is and will remain a university that is open to the world. We believe in building bridges, not walls. We have a campus in China, another in Malaysia, one in Ghana, and one, our latest, in Leipzig in Germany. We're unashamedly a global university. We're particularly proud of the fact that we welcome here on campus students from over 180 countries worldwide, and that our staff come from all parts of Europe and indeed well beyond. The rich diversity they provide not only brings huge benefits educationally, it also prepares our students for life in what is increasingly a global society. So today, you join a very special community. Like 170,000 others worldwide, you're about to become alumni of this great university. Ours is a community that expresses the very best of today's world. High achievers, great thinkers, top leaders, people who make a difference. Whether in industry or in charity, in private companies, or in the public services. You come from very different backgrounds and will no doubt end up living and working in very different locations. But in the end, you're all bound together by one common history. So when you leave here, you will take something of Lancaster with you. Memories, of course, the friends you've made, the tutors you've met, the knowledge you have gained, what you have learned from your studies. But above all, I hope what you take away is what you've learned about yourselves. That if you persevere, it pays off. That if you follow your dreams, you can rise to a higher level. That if you listen to your hearts, you can achieve great things. Of course, in life, there are never any guarantees. But the one thing I can promise you is that the degree you have earned from this university is a passport, should you choose to use it, to a lifetime of opportunity. Each of you has proved that you have what it makes to make a success of life. So my advice is very simple. Of course, be bold, be brave, believe in yourselves, but above all else, use the knowledge that you have gained here to make a difference. Not just for yourselves, but for others. The best that any of us can do in life is to try to leave the world a better place than we found it. That is the opportunity that leadership gives. It's the gift that leadership bestows. I hope that all of you use that gift wisely. On behalf of this great university, I wish you all the very best for whatever path it takes. Enjoy it. You have all earned it. Thank you.
May all graduands from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences stand. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences who are worthy to receive higher degrees of the university. The format of this part of the presentation is that I will be telling you our graduates' names and the name of their thesis. So please hold your applause until you've heard what it is they are getting their degree for. Thank you. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Jessica Alexandra Aston, Argumentation Strategies in an Online Community. Afra Hassan Jazim Radi Ali, Student Faculty Emails, an examination of politeness in Bahraini students' requestative emails. Anthony Atwam, London Ghanaian Pentecostals, Reverse Mission and the Spiritual Revolution. Yunju Zhang, 100 Rooms, Painting as a Means of Phenomenological Investigation of Being There. Sheldon Kent, Joseph Smith as au cultural bricoleur. Jonathan Masters, Thanes, Drains, Minor Place Names, Socio-Economic Evolution of Lancashire's Medieval Coastal Landscape. Jennifer McHugh, Foi et Loyauté, The Identity, Allegiance and Service of Scottish Bishops during the Wars of Independence, 1332 to 1357. Anne Murphy, Leadership, Change and Talk, a linguistic ethnographic study of workplace conversation. Samuel James Oliver, a corpus-based approach to politeness and impoliteness metalanguage, the case of Shakespeare's plays. Johanna Marie Scott, How to Land an Aircraft Deal, Western Intra-Bloc Rivalry, Saudi Agency and British Revival. Rachel Stubley, Writing in Post-Compulsory Teacher Education, Identities, Practices and the Profession. Shona Mary Thompson, Violence and the White Gaze in American Commemorative Culture. Christopher Tinmouth, The Construction of Institutional Memory and Identity in the Furness Abbey Coucher Book. Bakir Varoglu, The Political Evolution of the Justice and Development Party, AKP. For the degree of Master of Arts, Oliver Isaac Allen. Sejal Rohini. Alessandra Avesari. Lara Christine Baxendale. Caitlin Hilary Beattie. Darcy Isabel Beckett. Leah Martine Behan. Pitsini Boonshob. Anand Borsay. Phoebe Rachel Ewura Afua Bray Ochere. Louise Brereton. Abby Buckingham. Jessica Giselle Campos Chozas. Maximilian Kasuba. Philippa Helen Louise Cordell. Chak Fong Chung. Emily Rebecca Clark. Alice Cleave. Daniel Norman Stephen Clout. Emily Jane Collins. Zarius Davenport. Emily Elizabeth Denea. Carlos Eduardo Delgado. Dorifa. Natsuo Kuniyoshi. Thomas William Francis Doe. Jack Thomas Downs. Anna Elizabeth Drury. Maria Fedina. Jacob Fisher. Andrew Fleck. Isabel Forsyth. Autry Frantica. Oliver Edward Garvey. Bobby Jo Julia Etta Glendinning. Emily Jane Hall. Dia Jamil Yazim Harki. William James Harris. Rebecca Kate Harrison. James Thomas Heathcote. Daniel Peter Jordan Hurterick. Gillian Hines. Ryan Hozak. Chuotang Wu Ang. Ryuichi Ikiyama. Matthew Alexander Johnston. Emma Kandrava. Mohammed Abdul Hafiz Khan. Jasper Lawrence Curtin. Callum Thomas Napper. Hiroko Oshima. Daniel Lee. Mingju Lee. Juan Yu Lin. Kelly Ann Lobo. Victor Hugo Lopez Alvarado. Zunaira Mahood. Abigail Masanga. Thomas George Felix Mason. Georgia Moore. David Morris. Shubumjit Endranaiki. Laura Kate Nolla. Jessica Sofia Olivares Trujillo. Sofia Pastakova. Sunja Peng. Alessandra Andrea Piacentini Kemp. Alexander Paul Pomeroy. Ryan Callum Poplet. John Kevin Potter. Nayab Kwasim. Subita Tia Anna Riandi. Saurav Roy. Francesca Alison Maria Ruby. Daniel Ribu Zuleta. Narupat Sanwutipan. Charles Schultz. Abhilasha A.J. Sharma. Jake Alexander Schufelt. Alexander Mark Andrew Siddle. Oleg Skrinik. Daniela Elizabeth K. Southin. Charlotte Franklin Starkey. Ivor Zachary Vidler Sterling. Erin Georgia May Stock. Elizabeth Corinne Stokes. Eloise Kristen Swallow. Sharon Tan. Mingwei Tony Tang. Shuiying Tang. James Conrad Tauber. Lara Grace Thornton. Sripathi Venkat. Di Wang. Chen Chen Wang. Thomas Ralph Ward. Caris Louise Watson. Nathan Anthony Winrow. Jeffrey George Varkey. Julia Rose Woods. Akemu Yokochi Koti. Xiaojua Yu. Kai Zhan. Harry Rose. Samuel John Corran Moore. For the degree of Master of Laws, Oluwadamilo Adeboyejo. Sarah Rita Cheryl Bonte. Joshua David Ireland. Aliyah Khan. Kwabena Osebonsu. Ida Esther Piri. Maria Mahmood. Joshua Francis O'Rourke. Olivia Emily Rue. For the degree of postgraduate diploma, Talia Bourne. Robin Lee Jukes. Isabella Jane Kay. Kira Isabel Manners. Abby Victoria O'Donoghue. Abigail Mary Smith. May all graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences stand.
By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon these members of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences the degrees for which they have been presented. Many, many congratulations to you all. Well done.
Please may the graduate from the University of Cumbria stand. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of the University of Cumbria who are worthy to receive higher degrees of the university. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Tahar Hassan Al-Din, for the thesis, Have Patients with Chronic Skin Diseases Needs Been Met? Now, please may the graduate from the University of Cumbria stand.
That was very easy. Not the thesis. By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon this member of the University of Cumbria for the degrees for which you have been presented. Many, many congratulations.
Please may all graduands from Lancaster University Management School stand. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of Lancaster University Management School who are worthy to receive higher degrees of the university. Just to remind you, for PhD graduands, I will be reading the title as well as their name, so please pause your applause until then. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Mingwan Chen, Boardroom Networks and Political Ideology in Shaping Firms' Environmental Strategies. Marielle Jonujai, Essays on Stochastic Frontier Models. Aristotelis Margaris, Essays on Monetary Policy, Credit and Housing. Afua Owusu Kwatan, Contextualizing University's Third Mission. Rachel Roberts, Deconstructing Emotional Intelligence and Mindfulness to Explore Emotionally Mindful Intelligence. For the degree of Master of Science, Vivek Agrawal. Habimbola Itiada Hawasanawa. Rona Rauda Burmawi. Kanushri Bhardwaj. Nurin Nazaruddin. Hugo Miguel Cardoza Rodriguez. In Chan. Pin Yang Chen. Jaiharesh Chatani. Jen Hong Chu. Carmen Julie Huevas. George William Davies. Cain de Antonis. Ling Jin Duan. Moise Joan Ekoué. Nausheen Fatima. Zhurong Ging. Jorg Gibbons Diaz. Benjamin David Gloyn. Tom Andrew Goodchild. Chi Hang Go. Swaraj Virendra Hanmanti. Chloe Paisley Henderson. Wai Shan Huang. Hardika Jain. Kartik Juneja. Jialing Liang. Connor Brian Little. Zelin Liu. Wan Liu. Harshini Mandala. Shamsul Huda Masood. Mohammed Faisal bin Mohammed Fadzil. Jamie Martin Lee Meller. Namish Darshan Mistry. J. Warumu Mukura. Shanjana Mutukuruma. Priyanka Nagarajan. Yashavshi Nanda. Fizan Niaz. Anapriya Nipani. Kajal Sanjay Oswal. Deep Pillai. Emma Joanne Pooley. Sritinyaya Giovanni Putri. Harish Radhakrishnan. Pooja Shailish Rambia. Christopher James Roberts. Rutvi Jatinbai Shah. Asyath Sharma. Nusharia Yohannis Sharul Hissan. Adrian Adamos Sinimus Dimitru. Priyanshu Singh. Dwita Andini Sirigal. Joseph Stein. Velayudam Sugaraman. Jinyu Swan. Surub Swoop. Juling Tang. Robert Carl Taylor. Mihaela Tampo. Yashika Tuteja. Kayura Vemuri. Mingqi Wang. Chen Lin Chu. Xiaopei Zheng. Ziyu Zhu. Joe Parry. For the degree of Master of Science by Research, Holly Ainge. Please may all graduates from Lancaster University Management School stand.
By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon these members of Lancaster University Management School the degrees for which they have been presented. Many, many congratulations to you all. I now declare closed this congregation of the University of Lancaster. Long may the university prosper.